Okay guys, today I'm going to be sharing with you what I think is the most effective training guide for aim in Fortnite. So this guide is brought to you by NOVOS, which is an in-game sort of improvement app for multiple games, and it has a Fortnite branch. And NOVOS built this aiming routine with Aimer7 and Teadoh, who are really well reputable people in the Fortnite scene, especially when it comes to aim. So I'll leave this guide in the description below, but basically it has two main routines that you're meant to do daily. You can choose between 25 minutes, 40 minutes, and 60 minutes. I've been doing 60 minutes a day, and I know it's really helped my aim as I've been focusing on it a lot. So I'm going to be making two videos in this two-part episode, and in this first episode, I'm going to be sharing with you the first routine. So basically you launch up creative and there are two maps. So the first routine uses one map. So I'll be leaving the map codes in the description below as well as the full guide and everything. Okay, so before I start to show you this first routine, I just want to clarify a couple things. The first thing is that NOVOS actually has its own software which I highly recommend you download. By downloading the software, you will be able to track your progress and figure out what you need to work on and how much you've been improving your aim. So the explanation on how to download that software is completely available in the guide that I'll be linking down in the description. Okay, so without further ado, let's get into it. So once you've launched the map, there are 5 things. There's Tile Frenzy, Horizontal, Vertical, 9 Targets, and Slide. The vertical component of this map actually does not work, so I used the vertical component of the Routine 2 map to train my vertical tracking, and I'll show you guys that later. Okay, so the first thing you want to do is Tile Frenzy. So I typically do this for 9 rounds. For 3 rounds, I hold down my aim down sights, and I just practice lining up targets and hitting shots. Try and miss as few shots as possible and focus on your accuracy before you focus on your speed. Okay, after I've done that, I do another 3 rounds without aiming down sights. This is hip fire, tile frenzy, and it's really good practice for practicing your crosshair adjustments, and it would really help your shotgun aim. So after I've done another 3 rounds of that, I'm gonna do 3 rounds of me mixing the two, where I aim down sights and hip fire track to the next target and aim in. This is good in-game practice, as this is what you'll be doing a lot in-game. So again, that's 3 rounds of each, and that'll take roughly 9 minutes. So after you've done that, I like to do horizontal tracking. So for this, I also do 9 rounds. The first 3 rounds, I'm simply going to stand still and ADS track the zombies. Then for 3 rounds after that, I'm gonna no ADS track the zombies standing still. And after that, for the last 3 rounds, I'm gonna be moving and no ADS tracking the zombies. This last drill is really good practice for box fighting and adjusting your crosshair while moving. So after you've done that, that'll take around 20 minutes, 9 minutes each. And then for vertical, you'll do that at the end, and I'll show you where to do that. So 9 targets, I like to do this for around 5 to 10 minutes. Typically I do like 5 rounds of this. So the key with this one is making sure you hit as many shots as possible. Obviously I didn't get off to a good start there. And it gets progressively harder as the ballers start moving in unpredictable motions. So you want to try and like follow them as much as possible and hit as many shots as you can. Try and only shoot when you know you're going to hit the target. This is really hard, especially on controller. So once you've done this for 6 to 8 rounds, go back. And then the fourth thing I like to do is slide. So I typically do this for around 8 to 10 minutes, which is probably around like 15 to 20 rounds. So don't move at all, just adjust your look stick or your mouse to shoot as many targets as possible. So this last 30 seconds, and just try and hit as many targets as you can. So once you've done that for around 8 to 10 minutes, you're going to load up a second map. So the second map you want to load up is the second aim routine map from Aim Agency, and that'll also be in the description below. So for this, we're just going to be doing the vertical tracking, which is what was missing from the first map. So again, I'm going to be doing 9 rounds here. The first 3 is going to be ADS tracking. So after you ADS track for 3 rounds, you're going to no ADS track for 3 rounds. And after you've done that, for the last 3 rounds, you want to no ADS track and move left, right, up, and down. Just like for the horizontal component, this is really good practice for in-game box fights and situations where you have to adjust your crosshair while moving. So once you've done that, you've done all the practice drills. The last component of the routine is aim dueling. So aim dueling is when you find someone and you go into a map and you just practice shooting each other without building and editing. So this is the best map for aim dueling. I'll leave the code in the description as well. So once you've found someone, and that can be a friend or someone you find on our Discord, you're gonna hop into this map. You don't need to switch teams or anything, just start the game. And then I suggest that you pick up both the tac and the pump, not at the same time because you'll get delay, but you practice with both, as well as an SMG, and then pick either the SCAR or the AUG. After you've done that, I suggest the box without the cone. I think that this is more realistic practice. So you're going to build a floor up here, have whoever you're doing it with stand right there, and then edit yourselves down, and when you hit the ground, start shooting. As you'll see, you have 2,000 health. So it's going to last a little bit of time, probably like 30 seconds. Focus on keeping your crosshair on their head and trying to hit as many shots as possible. And after you've completed 1 round, keep doing it again. And I'd say do 4 rounds per gun and go through all the guns. So that's a total of 16 rounds, and it'll also probably take you 8 to 10 minutes. Once you've done that, you're done for the day. Note that this is the 1 hour routine, and this is my adaptation. So if you don't have this much time to train your aim, just check out what NOVOS has to offer on their guide, as they have other adaptations for 25 minutes and 40 minutes. But this is the most effective one for sure, and I know that it's really helped me. So if you like this, please subscribe and check out the next video for the second routine. Thank you so much.